viewer. It is nice to be back, I suppose. I don't sound very convinced. Whatever. We are back to playing Kerbal Space Program, the super realistic campaign kind of thing. This video is slightly different in that I am actually recording also my webcam actually, but I'm not going to put it over there or whatever. Instead it will be a separate video which you can open, well, you can open up a mashup tool that shows both of these videos side by side by clicking a link below. I believe, at least. Always there are bound to be some things that might go wrong. And let's put my cursor away from that stop recording button. It's kind of scaring me. And yeah, we seem to be recording everywhere. Excellent, excellent. So I looked at what we were doing. We finished this previously, but I just noticed that it doesn't have the must not have been completed before objective here. So we can complete it multiple times if we so wish. But instead what we will be... Well, this... I kind of looked at the requirements for this, and this first orbit recover thing refers to the unmanned reach orbital speed and return safely to Earth. I'm quite sure of this, so yes, pen and paper. Actually, I do have some on hand. It's a miracle. Let's put over 6500 m per s over 150 km and suborbital trajectory or orbit. Return home. Let's put that as well. Those are the only things we are going to care about this mission, I think. We will not try to extend our mission objectives even more, kind of a deal. So, I do believe we have this unsafe landing or whatever rocket here that we are going to try to get into orbit and whatnot. These videos might be from now on, if I continue to continue with this test of having the separate webcam video. It kind of also depends on how it is received. I mean, you always have the option just not to look at it, but if people actually use it, I might make more of that use that more. We shall see. So, unsafe landing. What people? The like one viewer who is watching this currently. Yeah. Hello there. Okay, unsafe landing. What do we need for that? Well, we need a whole lot of delta V. That's a given, I believe. Ah, yes, and I do think that I want to be trying to also test, at least with a dummy mass or whatever. We'll try to put something like 1 ton dummy mass on this, so it'll kind of simulate there being a pod there even before we actually send any Kerbals like that. Mercury re-entry module. How does it differ from... It has slightly less mass, but also less impact tolerance. I don't really necessarily like that one. I wish we had a better pod available. This only has 800 Kelvin internal maximum temperature and whatnot, but oh well. We'll just have to live with it. So where do we even begin with this? Maybe we'll try to have this tank. It's kind of conical in shape. We'll... It seems like the oh, I'm just going to probably get rid of this whole upper stage. What do we even have there anyway? Some science equipment, this AJ-10, like, mostly just this thing and science equipment. We are not going to have any science equipment, maybe, on this. Okay, get away from there. Okay, we are going to have something. How about we add... let's see here. Where's... What am I even looking for? Avionics. That might not be a bad idea. We'll see what kind of a mass and whatnot we can get to this. See whether it will function well as a dummy weight. You dummy. This wouldn't happen to be... It's a payload fairing. Do we want a payload fairing? That's one of the great questions in life. We might not, to be honest. So, this seems to be maybe slightly over the... Can we have any dimensions here? There we have 1 meter. I've not slept. I haven't slept maybe that well, but oh well. Recently, so my eyes kind of. Aren't doing that great. So we probably want it to be, let's see here, the cone shape. Yes, let's have it be the cone shape. It'll have I think this is 2 meters, right? Can we have like these? That thing there doesn't need to be conical in shape. Nope. I think now we are kind of even with that. Let's have... If I could remember how to do this, yeah, there we go. We'll have some solar panels, of course. That sounds like a reasonable idea to have. We are not going to go the SpaceX route and have solar panels on one side and something bright on the other side. That sounds like too micromanagery, kind of. I don't think my piloting skills are up to that. to be honest. So how tall is this thing? It is, let's say, 1.5 meters. How massive is this now? 1.247 tons. How do we reduce its mass from that? Configuration booster. We only have the booster configuration. This does nothing to the mass. Maybe it's better to actually have a bigger mass. Maybe we'll have like emergency supplies there. How much does this have for? Okay, I'm going to put one of these on, and let's see here. We have some kind of a... What do we have this here for anyway? Life support build aid. The first time maybe we'll seriously be looking at this. Food for 2 days, water for 1 day, well, probably 2 days as well. Oxygen 2 days and 1 second. Extremely important, that 1 extra second there. We have infinity electricity. Excellent, excellent. What does all that mean? I kind of feel like over-engineering this, don't you? So, small supply container. Here's one of the things I was looking for. I wanted to press that OK button. It's and even though that laptop of mine is hooked up into external power, it kind of scares me still that it goes into that black screen. I may have... I'm going to check whether I have it. AC power screen energy. Nope. It's not going to suspend it. It's got just screen energy saving. I may have messed around with the options there, so it's always good to check these. One has to be a bit paranoid in this hobby. So let's say we get, for example, this small supply container. It's only 500. What does it do for our supplies? They were 2 days previously. Let's put one on the top there. What does that do for our supplies? We have 8 days, 7 hours of food, 5 days, 15 hours of water, 2 days of oxygen. I kind of feel like having more oxygen. How about we get this small pressurized tank as well? A small pressurized tank that can be attached radially. Let's have that as well. Well, maybe not 9 of those. We'll have 1. Well, let's have 2. And be sure to have them not over our crew hatch. That's also quite important to have going on. We have oxygen for 41 days. How does this affect our mass? It decreases our mass if we do that. We'll have oxygen for... Is there any point really to have a more... I mean, we can maybe cut down on some grams of this. We'll have for 5 days a bit more. Waste. How about all this? I don't... How do we... We don't have any kind of carbon dioxide scrubbers or whatever. I don't think anyway. I'm going to check. Tech life support items seem to be missing. Did I don't even know what my setup here is any longer. Tank life support procedural. It's only 2. It costs 2. We'll see what that does for us. How does it... Oh, it gives us all of those things. It's kind of nice, actually, to be honest. Can it store any waste or whatever? Life support waste. We can also have life support waste. Wastewater, oxygen, CO2 scrubber. Here we go. Lithium. It's not. I have no idea. It's still saying 2 days. Like. How about life support waste? So if we why would we want to carry around waste? Curious. What does the... God, like... It scares me that we have this one thing here that says 2 days. Even though it is carbon dioxide. Seriously. Do we need, like, another carbon dioxide scrubber thing going on as well? I have no idea. Heat shields. Ah, yes, heat shields. This doesn't really have that much of heat shielding. It might be a decent idea to consider something like that. Not rated for lunar returns. LEO rated heat shields. Soyuz. This is LEO rated heat shield. No, not rated for lunar returns. I kind of feel like overkilling it, but oh well. We don't have the necessary technology for overkilling it. Service bay. Can this have like... No, it's for protecting small instruments and whatnot. No, we can't really use that for what I'm thinking of. Redstone spacecraft adapter. No idea. Decoupler. Yeah, I'm being very professional here, as you can see. Looking around at all these. We have a heat shield decoupler. Using a DRE heat shield just makes the bottom round. Square it up with this decoupler that will fit nicely. Flush and hide the heat shield. White texture. Tweak scale starting at 0.5 meters. How about these RCS things as well? Might not be a bad idea, I suppose. How much temperature and whatnot do these withstand, by the way? Okay, we don't need that, I don't think. We have a whole lot of oxygen. 1.3 let's just round it to the 43 is the end mass kind of thing with this on the last digits. 43. How? This doesn't. Well, yeah, it doesn't add oxygen. This adds. Well, it adds a whole bunch of stuff, to be honest. Why would we need that much oxygen? I wonder. Okay. With current crew, with max crew. I suppose I'm going to put another. Yeah, it's still recording, even though I think we passed to the half-hour mark. This camera is kind of strange in that. Well, I suppose it's got something to do with EU regulations that video cameras and still picture cameras are treated differently. So for importing purposes, I don't think that they are really allowed to have recordings of infinite length kind of thing. So it stops and restarts the stream around, I think, every 30 minutes. Or is it every 10 minutes in... whatever, it doesn't matter. It seems to be still recording my my face there. Not that anybody is going to watch that video either, but oh well. Who cares? End mass, quite a lot. And just for simplicity's sake, I kind of feel like using just this tank, procedural tank kind of a thing. I wonder. Can we use this to determine the... I think it is 1 meter in diameter, that top part of that. So let's have this be 1 meter as well. There we go. Now it seems to be roughly the shape of our capsule for maximum dummy test weight kind of deal. Unsafe landing. Let's save for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. I suppose we have oxygen for quite a while as well. We can have it for... Do we really need this long of a mission profile here? I mean, if we want to stay for that 10 days or whatever with this capsule, we could. Maybe. I don't know. Avionics procedural. We'll also put yet another one for waste purposes. Doesn't this reduce the mass? It does. So that's actually great. I think it increases the cost as well, but not all that no, it reduces the cost. What? Okay, that's fair enough, I suppose. We'll have this be life support waste. Now we'll have enough for 69 days. And wastewater for 15 days. But carbon dioxide, it's scaring me. What does that mean? Well, I suppose that's fair enough now. We'll have the... add the... No. Can't I just... Yeah, there we go. We'll add the... Unfortunately, these heat shields don't go under thermal for whatever reason. They go under... where do they even go under? Where are they? Are they under... I had them somewhere around here. I know we have some heat shields. Don't lie to me. You fool. Where have we put our heat shields? Ah, here we go. Perfect. Heat shield 2 meters. Let's see here. Do we have any other heat shields we might want to consider? This is 2.2 meters. It is more massive. It has... whatever. It's fine. With this 2 meter one, I think. I was supposed to look at the capabilities of this. It has an impact tolerance of 12 meters per second. It's up there, I suppose. 100 G's tolerance. A decent maximum temperature. Yeah, these are sturdy, actually. Are they more sturdy than these? Actually, I think they are pretty even. Heat shield. Do we want to add anything like maybe extra communication for whatever reason? Like, I have no idea what we might want to have on this. It's lining up fairly nicely there, I suppose. But communications. We might have some, just in case, extra solar panels. They never hurt, right? Yeah, there we go. No. Why are these not aligned properly? There we go. And now it's not going to be aligned with the boosters or whatever. Fine. Is that now lined up? I have no idea. What else would we need on a... Well, a decoupler might be nice, but... Escape tower, that's something we want. Absolutely. Escape tower and parachutes as well. Escape tower, though, we'll add first, because it goes on the top, absolute top. Where do we have safety? Here we go. Launch, escape system, whatever. What's this for? It's the heat shield kind of a deal. We'll figure things out later, yeah. All of these other things. Do we want any like... I have no idea what we would even want on such a mission. A mobility enhancer just in case? Maybe? I don't know about the science. This communication is kind of... Communication is key after all. We might want to have some spares. This is for 400 kilometers omni power. does that 0 there mean? I kind of feel safer with maybe these ones. So how much aerodynamic stress can these take? 4000 kPa. And this part has been built to last. That's also actually nice and something we might want to look for. Solar panel qualities. I mean, we have so many spares that maybe we don't need to put those on high quality. I have no idea again. So these are deployed now, I suppose. 4000 kPa. It seems to be quite standard, that 4000 kPa, though. Can we, like... Okay, we'll test these, of course, on test flights. So, yeah, that's what will give us the information we need for that. And I know where I'm going to put the parachute at, actually. Now, parachutes. We are going to have extras. This is a serious, serious mission. Like something like that. So previous size. Where's the, yeah, this seems to be a pretty good size for those. So these will be our like high altitude ones. We'll have the wanted touchdown speed. Let's have it be 10 meters per second, because we'll have 30,000. I'm already forgetting where we should be deploying these. We had one that had that. Okay, actually, before we load anything else, let's make sure we don't lose this rest of our rocket when we load something else. I think this was calibrated. These were calibrated accordingly. Where are the parachutes? It doesn't have parachutes, of course. It will be fine. Maybe that one has parachutes with it. Okay, so the drogue chute will deploy at 10,000 meters. Pre-deploy. Drogue 10,000 m and 25,000. Like that. Wanted to, yeah. Target altitude. What does that even mean? Wow. Then that's how did this work again? Shoot module, single shoot, triple shoot. So we have a deploy ground contract. Switch to pressure deployment speed 3 seconds. That's maybe fine. And then there we have another a secondary chute there. So that's our main chute there. It apparently was put on the same parameters. It's fine. Now these ones apparently that's a main chute. That's a main chute as well. However, here we had that's only the chute texture though. Where's the chute texture, target, planet, change material? There are also materials, different materials we could try. Here we go. It's a drogue chute. This one and this one is a drogue chute as well. These ones are main chutes. So main will deploy at 4,000 meters. Well, pre-deploy and deploy at 1,000 meters, and then we'll have a super kind of. We'll figure it out. Now I actually kind of understand this screen as well. Unsafe landing. So I think anything bigger than 10,000 meters is just going to rip it apart, rip it off, I think. We'll have it pre-deploy at 10,000 meters and deploy at 2,500 meters. I suppose that's fair enough. Then we'll also have a main chute here that will pre-deploy at 5,000 meters and deploy at 1,500 meters. Just in case we have something like warning, the mass of the craft was too... Yeah, yes, of course. Let's not have all this mass for it to carry. There we go. Pre-deployment speed 2 seconds. Deployment speed 6 seconds. Fair enough. We don't need this much of this low of a touchdown speed from these.